So in the strength component, this will be a lot of controlled movements, making sure you get a lot of load on the bigger muscle groups, not the finer muscle groups. So the first one will be the hip raises. For this one you'll have to lie down. You'll have to make sure your legs are up. You lie down with your head a bit. You push your hips to the ceiling and make sure your feet are flat on the ground, and then put it down. Make sure to activate your muscles on both sides. You will feel it when you push your fingers in there. You can activate it by pushing your stomach out, contracting the muscles. Once that's contracted and set, make sure you push it up. For the players who need a progression on this, I would suggest lifting one leg up and only pushing from one leg that's on the ground, still activating, getting your core set and pushing up to the ceiling, making sure your feet stay flat on the ground. So for the second component in strength, it will be the push-ups. We'll be looking at strict push-ups. There's two methods, the 90 degrees one, or the one where your elbows are locked to your sides. Either one is good for me. The only important thing is to get your chest to the ground. That's important. So to scale this, you'll have to keep your knees on the ground and do push-ups, making sure your chest gets as close as possible or touch the ground. And for the progression will be just normal push-ups, and I'll demonstrate both now. So first, my knees will be on the ground. Chest touching or getting as close as possible. Then the one that's a progression, elbows in, and players will be requested to do a certain number of sets. Just make sure it's always controlled and you don't lose your technique. So for the third exercise in this category, it will be dips. Make sure to get a nice and flat surface that's elevated, maybe something that's stable. Make sure it's stable and won't fall over or break, so make sure it's strong enough to hold you. You'll be holding on to the sides or with your hands facing forward, or to the sides, doesn't matter. You'll put your 2 feet straight in front of you, legs straight on your heels. You'll go down as deep as possible and push up as high as possible, making sure you keep your form and technique. So for the next exercise, it will be the squat jump. So if you have a big step or a box, you can turn this into a box jump, where you basically jump with both feet, land on the box as soft as possible and stand right back up again, and then just climb off the box, don't jump off the box. For those of you that doesn't have a box or a big step or a stable surface that you can jump on top that won't move, you can just do normal squat jumps. For those who have a backyard, the squat jump will just be forward as far as possible with a soft landing and not falling forward in the landing, just landing upright. So I'll just demonstrate the one that's limited space. Your toes will be pointing slightly out. Make sure to push your hips back as far as possible. You can work with your arms. You'll jump and land softly, standing back up. That's one. Let's just do it again. Land as softly as possible and stand back up. That's one rep.